Hello and welcome to this new edition of the Council at a Glance, the July edition. I'm Ghislain Forcier, Communications Manager at Town of Brome Lake, and I'm with Mr. Mayor Richard Burcombe. How are you, Mr. Mayor?
I'm very well, thank you. And yourself?
Yeah, I'm good too.
Great. Because this is our 10th capsule.
Yeah,
And my God, time flies by, eh?
Yeah.
And now we get good weather. Look at the temperature outside. So let's get on.
yeah.
We'll start it.
We have many subjects today, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah.
The first one, the council officialized the hiring of 4 employees.
Yes, with the departure of 3 employees over the last 6, 7, 8 months at the community center for the recreation part of it, tourism and culture, we hired 2 people. The first one is coordinator of communications and promotion for the community center, and that was Chantal Normandin. And following that, we hired an assistant administrative assistant for the loisir, and that was Julie Laurent. She was hired on the basis of 22.5 hours a week. So by abolishing one, we created actually a new PUS, but actually we're saving 18 hours a week. So that was really good. And we also hired a municipal inspector for a contract of 3 years, Christophe Savoie, which we really needed. And this was a season, of course, when everybody demands for permits, so is to get them out. And also we hired a worker for the parks and infrastructures, working out, of course, of the public works, and that was Corey Massey Ford. And I have a smile on my face because I have to keep looking at the name because I keep wanting to say Massey Harris because the old tractors from when I was a young kid were Massey Harris.
Also, Mr. Mayor, we're talking about the financing and the refinancing for a total amount of $2.8 million.
Yes, that's correct. We had refinancing for 4 boring bylaws. The first one was for the municipal garage. The other 2 others were for the Lakeside Bridge that was done in 2012, and the fourth one was for the big shovel that we bought. And then for new financing, of course, the newer ones was for when we were acquiring the ladder truck for the fire department and the renovations at Town Hall. Many roads, of course, and that was new financing, and also for the putting in the water on the Knowlton Road. So for as you stated, 2.8 million. So
yeah. Also, Mr. Mayor, we have more information on what will happen to the former Chinese restaurant, the building on the corner of Victoria and Highway 104.
Yes, that's well. Last night we passed. There was 6 the requests for modifications of the outside of buildings, and that is what we call the architectural sectors, and also 4 minor derogations. All them, the 10 of them were passed, but of course the most important, which we were happy to see, was concerning the old Chin restaurant, and which is now going to be turned into an art gallery, but an art gallery of glass. I can't think of exactly how, but that's what it's going to be. And it's going to be, I'm very happy that it's going to be, the building is going to be all newly renovated. As you'll see the image on the screen when you look at the capsule. And that's great because it's when you enter the center of Town of Brome Lake, which is the sector Knowlton, and first thing you see on the left is this dilapidated building. And so the town is very glad, everybody will be glad that's going to be renovated.
Yeah. The fourth subject, Mr. Mayor, there's an intermunicipal agreement related to the mutual assistance plan in civil security.
Yes, we actually, the intermunicipal agreement involves any disaster that could occur with neighboring towns. Example, in Sutton, if there was a bad flood and people had to be evacuated and they needed trucks and gravel and whatever assistance they needed, we agreed to help them and supply any, if we could, supply anything that they need to help them through the disaster. So, and also we also passed a resolution last night for the intermunicipal agreement with Cowansville. That is for the recreation part of it, for the pool and for the arena for hockey and stuff like that. So we signed for 5 years, and that will be up to 31st of August 2023.
Yeah. Mr. Mayor, let's go back in time. TBL launched the splash pad on June 21st.
Yes, and that was exciting because it's another gift from the Clark Foundation, and the cost of it was between $200,000 and $225,000. And of course, the hot weather has just arrived, and even though I met somebody at the IGA this morning that was complaining about the heat, and I told him not to forget about the past winter and spring, which we didn't have, no spring at all. And but the people, all ages, even myself, Ghislain, I'm not a great swimmer, so I mean I can't drown there, that's for sure. So but I can cool off. And there's sections for the elderly, the very young kids, the juveniles, the middle, 13 and 14. There's sections for them all. So, and with this weather here, they can certainly profit. So
yeah, it is located behind the Centre Lac-Brome.
Behind the Centre Lac-Brome, yeah, right beside the skate park. That is correct.
Yeah. At last, Mr. Mayor, I think you wanted to add something.
Yes, as I said, always in every month we have requests for financial assistance, and La Maison Diapason, situated in Bromont, requested financial aid from all the towns, and we donated $1,200. As everybody knows, there's people from Knowlton that benefit from going to the Maison Diapason and the families. So it was, it has become an institution that is very important and concerning the healthcare, and we were very glad to donate to this cause.
Yeah. Well, that's what concludes our July edition. Please note that the next council meeting is moved up to August 5th from August 12th. It's Monday. It's at 7 p.m. at the Centre Lac-Brome. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Ghislain. It's always a pleasure. That, like I said, is our 10th capsule. How time flies by. And do you have a pool?
I don't have a pool.
You don't? No, I don't either. So I've got two choices: either to go to the water games or the water park at the Centre Lac-Brome, or go to the lake. And the lake water is still great. So we'll figure out something, and we'll everybody enjoy the great weather and keep cool and enjoy the rest of the summer.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.